Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube page. My name is Innocent, and on today's episode I'll be explaining the use of pivot table. Now if you are still using formulas like sum or count to analyze your data, it means you are doing it the wrong way. Now in the next 6 minutes I'll be showing you how to summarize thousands of rows in seconds using pivot table. So by the end of this video you'll be able to analyze your data like a professional without any stress. So let's follow along. On my screen here I have a table containing some data. It contains region, sales rep, product category, the unit price, total sales, and payment method. Now to use the pivot table, firstly you need to ensure that your table is okay. That is, you don't have any empty row and column so as to make it neat. Now you highlight your table, then click on the insert button. There you will set the pivot table. So the first option here is the table range. Since you've highlighted it already, you will click here. So it's going to automatically lock in the table range that has been selected. Now if you want the pivot table to be on a new worksheet, you can select this option. And if you want it to be on this current worksheet, you can choose this. So for the sake of the tutorial, I'll be selecting it on a new worksheet. So press OK. So this automatically creates a new sheet for me. Now this part here is your header, that is everything you have on the table would automatically appear here, just like I showed you in the previous table. Now here we have 4 sections. The pivot table is divided into 4 sections. There's the filter, the columns, the row, and the value. So I'm going to take my time to explain this one after the other, so please ensure you watch this video to the end, and also click on the like and share button to receive more updates from me. Let's say for instance I want to analyze 2 parameters. That is, I want to work with the region and then calculate the unit price of each region. Let's say I want to work with that, the region and the unit price. So I'm going to come back to my table. Now click on this part here. So the parts that I want to analyze would be on the row section, and what I want to compare it to would be in the value section. So let me give you an instance. Now let's say I want to work with the region, so I'm going to drag the region and drop here. So automatically it will take this part of the screen here. Then the unit price, I'm going to drag it to the value section. So this will automatically pick the region that is Abuja. Is going to automatically sum it up for me and give me the equivalent unit price. It's going to pick Kano and give me the unit price. So instead of me to do each one after the other, this function, the pivot table, will automatically locate the region that is named Abuja and then automatically calculate the sum of the unit price. Okay, just like I have here. If you look at the table here, you would see, so if you start counting the total sales, the unit price for Abuja one after the other, it will take a while, but the pivot table allows you to do that at a click. Now you can also adjust the settings. Now if you come here, you will see this arrow button here. Click on this section here. You can choose this option, view field settings. Now here you can decide to summarize the value. If you want sum, if you want the count, if you want the average, if you want the maximum, minimum, or by product. Now for instance, automatically this gave me the sum of all the region. Now if I want, I can decide to change it. Let's say I want to calculate the average of the region. Click here, OK. So this will automatically give me the average per region. If I come here, I can easily adjust it to count. Let's say I want to count the number of region that is named Abuja, Kano, and Port Harcourt. Just click on count. It's going to count the number of unit price. So this way it's much more easier to use the pivots to analyze your data rather than you using the count, but using the count function, the if function, or the sum function to make your table look all messy. Alright, so I'm going to explain the filter function. So from my explanation, I'm sure you have been able to understand how to use the row and how to use the value. So I'll be explaining the filter function. Now this filter function allows you to specifically select the items that you want to be displayed. Now let's say for instance I have the row I have the product section in the column A, and then I have the sum in the next column, and I want to filter it based on the item category. Okay, here I can easily drag the category to this part. Now, if you look at the original table, you can see that the categories are segmented into several options. We have the phone, we have the accessories, we have the computer, we have the tablets. Now, let's say I want to filter the product based on the category. So you have to drag the category to the filter section here. So this will automatically create a drop down for you. Then you can come here and then click on this option here to select multiple category. Now, let's say I want to display only accessory and computer. I click on OK. So this will filter my pivot table to only show the products that are only attached to accessories and computer. Now, if I want to choose only phone and accessories, I can click this option here. So this would only filter the data based on the filter. Lastly, we have the column section. Now, this column section here, it will display the data right on this part of the page. You want to filter it based on the region. Now, if you drag the region to this part of the screen here, if you notice, it's going to adjust your table to suit every region. So the region will automatically spread across this part of the screen, calculating the grand total for you. So here you can easily know which region has a particular product. Now, from this table, you can see that for the AirPod Pro, the Kano has the sales, and then this is the total. For the charger, it is being sold at Port Harcourt, and this is the total. For HP laptop, it is being sold in Abuja, it is being sold in Lagos, and this is the total amount. So this way, it automatically adjusts the settings based on the columns that is there, based on what you insert in the column. Now, let's say I want to use all the 4 parameters at the same time. Now, I can easily come here, adjust this place to category, then filter the category to include, let's say, phones and tablets, and press OK. So the table will only include data containing in the category of phone and tablets. Now, I can also adjust this. I can remove this field and then probably put the sales rep name. So this will automatically filter based on the sales representative. I can change this option here to include all the items, just like this, and press OK. So this is going to list out all the items based on my preference. So the pivot table would enable you analyze your data and present your data professionally without the need of you inconveniencing your table with a lot of formula, because this is very simple and unique. Alright, so if you find this helpful, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also drop a comment if you want the part 2 where I will show you advanced pivot trick using the pivot by function and the group by function. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.